Hi, welcome to my channel. This is a channel where I just talk about stuff I want to talk about, so I'm actually really interested on how I'll get my viewers, but welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about something really personal that has been happening to me in my life. I'm in a life crisis right now, and I just want to warn all young, dumb people like me that are in the 20s or even 18 or 19 thinking they can do whatever they want, and how dangerous weed can be. I started smoking weed when I was 18 with my friend, and it was all alright, I only had one joint. I shared a joint with him. The feeling was great, just walking down the river and seeing everything different and just being in a chilled vibe, and I really loved that feeling. I had my problems with poison meaning alcohol, weed, my whole life. I once got into a clinic because of alcohol. I was in a clinic 4 times, which I'm definitely going to do a separate video about this as well. But I just started smoking weed really, basic level, and I never bought weed for myself. I always smoked weed when my friends had a joint, That's how it started off. I was at this school, and not everybody, but the people I was, hanging with smoked weed. And at the pause, we smoked joints. So it all started off there. I just smoked a joint in, the pause, and everything was fine. But then I started buying weed for myself, and to be honest, at the beginning that was no problem. I smoked weed, but there's nothing big about that. I was just smoking, having a good time, but I always smoked more and more and more. So I started to have a psychosis. For the people that don't know what a psychosis is, it's pretty much you're out of your mind, you're not yourself anymore. And some people have that when they smoke or drink too much, and unlucky enough, that's me. I'll tell you about my first psychosis I had. I was in England with my family, and I smoked weed, and I smoked so much that I thought all my friends are coming over to England and have a party with me. That was in my mind. That's literally what I was thinking about. I was so excited to see my best friend come over and have a party with me, a massive party with all my friends and people I liked. We went to the shop and I bought loads of alcohol because I thought I'm gonna have a massive party. That's what was in my mind. That's not where it gets bad. If you think that's where it gets bad, that's nothing, because I have nothing to do with the police at this point. So it was February. I come back to Switzerland. Sorry, that's where I live. So now everybody can stalk me, and the police can find this video and get me arrested. But no, they won't, because I'm just talking about my experience, and I won't mention any names or something because that's just disrespectful. I come back to Switzerland, and I just continue smoking so much weed. It was at this point where I was awake for 3 days. I couldn't sleep. I had problems breathing because I was so sleep deprived. I think that's how you say it. Sorry, my English isn't 100% perfect, even though I'm English. I don't know. It's also to do that I'm autistic. That's why I can't really, the language isn't my strong point, and my autism doesn't like hard literature. Anyway, I come back to Switzerland, and I just continue smoking so much weed, and that's where it all went bad. And this is where I tell to all the weed smokers out there, I love you, I get it. Well, not anymore, but I get it. Just be careful. If you can deal with it, like Snoop Dogg, just go ahead. But if you're like me, listen to this story. It just gets really bad. So one night I smoked so much that my parents got really angry at me. Obviously, I was on the floor thinking I'm a dog, making woof woof noises. And then my dad came, and he was really angry at me, and he started to, shout at me. And for me, in my mind, in my stupid mind, I was like, oh my God, what is going on? What is going on? This is not myself. I'm totally high. I'm on a different cloud. And then afterwards they went to bed. I called the police. I personally don't like the police at all. As a weed smoker, you know, you're not a fan of the police. But I actually called the police. I told them I got hit, which isn't true. I told them, come over here. I told them the address where I live, and they came by. And they went to the door. My parents were obviously full in shock, going, what the hell? What's the police doing here? The police came in, and then there was this one police guy that saw weed on the table, a packet of weed, and he took it. He said, well, now I'm in trouble, and I am. So after this, I got a letter that I need to stay sober until January. And I've been sober since, well, yesterday. I've been sober since yesterday. I've been cheating. But I'm actually meant to be sober since March. It's March to January where they actually test my urine if there's any weed in there, you know. And I've passed all my tests. They've all, oh God, they've all thankfully been negative. And I'm waiting for the October urine test to come. And now I'm at a stage where I can't smoke weed. I can drink alcohol, but I can't smoke weed. And me personally, I just love weed. You know, that's just something I love. And I think maybe some of you can understand. Some of you that don't smoke weed will never understand, which is totally fine. But I can't smoke weed. And this is where weed can get you to if you're not careful. So stay careful. So maybe that's a bit really short and weird video. I didn't go into detail, but it is my first video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you have problems with it too, just comment down below. Subscribe. I'm definitely not going to get subscribers or even views of this video, but yeah, I just want to do this channel, you know, to like a diary that I can look, you know, into, so I can look back on this video and think, oh my God, that was a time. I don't want to go back there. And that's actually what I'm doing. I'm also doing this for myself, obviously. So peace, chill out, and I'll see you in the next video.